How to make alien contact. Smash it in and smash this. Wow. First ad. Are humans really aliens on Earth? Gaia.com. Yes. Over 8,000 videos. Wow. Truth about UFO sightings. Begin.newmessage.org. UFO sightings. Amazing. Another ad. Ad. How should we respond to alien contact? Scientists ask the public. Blah, blah, blah. The Guardian. What alien megastructures may hold key to making contact? Megastructures. Megaliths? Alien megastructures. What is that? Ships? Spaceships? Anomalies in light that you say, oh, it's something huge. Block the light of that light. It must be a mega structure. Amazing. All because you believe you're a marble. You're TNT, a lot of you're a ping ball. Just bash following some hot bash ball of gas. Apparently. Wow, amazing. So dance. So dance and dance and dance. Just gravitroning. Get over here. Right? That's the sun, apparently. That's the sun doing it to all the bash planets, including Earth. Apparently. Apparently the sun is Scorpion. Wow. Who knew? Alien Contact, Outer Space, Netflix. Yes, look, relentless. Of course. But, namely, uh, what does this batch say? Right? Oh, potential cultural impact of extraterrestrial contact. Potential. Potential cultural impact, right? This article is about consideration of the possible effects on humanity of potential future extraterrestrial contact. Hmm. Just consider the possibility of the effects of the humanity of potential future. So, potential, possible, and then potential. Smashed. For the fictional treatment of the subject, for the fictional treatment, see First Contact. For the search of intelligent life beyond Earth, see Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Yes, okay, we shall. But for the fictional treatment, right? So this is truth. This article is truth, but if you want fiction, go there, and if you want the bash intelligence, go here. Wow. The cultural impact of extraterrestrial contact is the corpus of changes to terrestrial science, technology, religion, politics, and ecosystems, resulting from contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. No. Wow. This concept is closely related to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, which attempts to locate intelligent life as opposed to analyzing the implications of contact with that life. So they just go out, bash, and look for it, and they don't have a clue the consequences of finding it, right? Ugh, what a shame. The The potential changes from extraterrestrial contact could vary greatly in magnitude and type based on the extraterrestrial civilization's level of technological advancement, degree of benevolence or malevolence, uh, and the level of mutual comprehension between itself and humanity. Right? So they had to cook this, right? That's why it has a bash reference, and this and that and that, right? What is going on? So these are the qualities that it must have. These are the variables, the magnitude and type based on their technological advancement, their apparent morality, and how aware they are, their awareness level, their capacity of awareness, right? What is going on? This is Smashwood, the medium through which humanity is contacted, be it electromagnetic radiation, direct physical interaction, extraterrestrial artifact, or otherwise, may also influence the results of contact. Uh, Incorporating these factors, various systems have been created to assess the implications of extraterrestrial contact, people. The implications of extraterrestrial contact, particularly with a technology superior to civilization, have often been linked to the meeting of two vastly different human cultures on Earth, a historical precedent being the Columbian Exchange. The Columbian Exchange is also known as the Columbian Interchange, named for Christopher Columbus, with the widespread transfer of plants, culture, human populations, technology, disease, and ideas between America's West Africa. Right, that's what people believe between the 15th and 16th century. So right, that's what people believe. That chronology, this, that, the other, these times, those kingdoms, that, just bloodbath, relentless bloodbath, 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 bloodbath. Right, and this and this and that and that civilization and the Romans and the Greeks and that blah 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 smashed. Right, what's going on? Some Bash Columbian exchange is what they're referring to, because apparently the Bash half ape just underwent one of these such Columbian exchanges when they just bashed, were bashed by some other Bash, and it just killed off, apparently, just forever. Apparently. What's going on? Wow, what's going on? You just shapeshifted, and that changed, right? What were the available variables again? Exactly, right? Apparent technological advancements, moral, yeah, right? The expression of morality, and how your expression of wow, how your relationship with what? It's itself and humanity. No, relationship with, yes, who knew? Your father, the creator of all, who knew? How are we not sons and daughters of God? How are we not? Because it has to be SETI. It has to be SETI, guys. It must be. And as soon as we find it, then it's proof that there's no such thing as a father. There's no such thing as unconditional love. No, there's not. It's only SETI. We're always searching, just smash searching forever. Amazing. And of course you'll find, because he who seeketh findeth. But what is it that you're finding? Relentless desolation, lies, further lies and murmurs of image shifting, and just pleasing sounds that keep you in a hypnosis that is just too good, too good, amazing. The implication of extraterrestrial contact, particularly with technology, blah blah blah, have Colombian blah blah blah. Exactly, right. Such meetings have generally led to the destruction of the civilization receiving contact, as opposed to the contactor, which initiates contact. Therefore, destruction of human civilization is a possible outcome. Extraterrestrial contact is also analogous to the numerous encounters between non human native and invasive species occupying the same ecological niche. However, the absence of verified public contact to date means tragic consequences as still largely speculative. Well, amazing. So part of the experiment is just seeing how people react. Just say people just forgot what countries were. Well, and then people can just go wherever they want, wherever, and just bash, right? That's it. That's what they're trying to describe here. So what happens when if you forget, if you just there's no such thing as countries, culture. What are you talking about? There's no such thing as a Russian. What are you talking about? There's no such thing as a what? Kraut. There's no such thing as a right Mexican. There's no such thing as a what? Canadian. What? There's no such thing as a what? What? What are you talking about? Where are these countries that you're supposedly say they exist? And it's like I just people just live wherever they want and just smash and smash. Right? What's going on? It's just apparently destruction of human civilization because one bash goes to another bash and just bash and smash. So what they're really talking about is identity and bash deciding who lives and dies. Because that's the Columbic Exchange. The decision of what lived and died, right? And to just executing it, just smashing it, literally. Apparently. That's the apparent history of it all. So is it all true? Is it half true? It has to be at least bash half true in the sense of it's all a derivative, right? Of the wisdom of God, right? It's all some bash, refurbished attempt so that you can just be murmured by the counterfeit and then believe the counterfeit to be exactly what you already are. But no, you deny it. You say, no, I'm bettering. I'm always just relentlessly getting better because I'm not better. Don't you see? We're all just bashed. We're all just selfish and just bash, 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 and just envious and bash, bash, bash. That's why we just have to go out and just raise our consciousness, people. Oh, just get all the crystals, build a house of crystals so that you just energize that DNA and transcend it all and smash and smash and smash and just have your house be a cloud with smoke with all incense and all herb burnings and all just inhalation of all the bash things of activators of catalysts, and now you are the feline. Now you are the transformation of half ape, half beast, half man, half bear, half pig, half hooved animal and tailed donkey. Yes, you love it. The medium through which humanity is contacted. Right? You just love to be contacted. Oh, I was anxious, but now, I feel some contact and, I just kind of relax a little bit. What is going on? Right? You smash here and you say, whoa, how to make alien contact. Wow. Relentless, right? What is this? Colony Earth? Humanity after alien contact. Wow. Wow, you don't say? Radio signal sparks alien life speculation. Who knew? CNN. Bizarre alien life forms. Yes. All of them. Right? Sharks. That's proof. We've been hybridized, people. We've been hybridized. They don't make sense. Blah, blah, blah. They're just stick out like a sore thumb. What's going on? Well, this and that. Right? But apparently man is just fits right in. And you're like, no, we're not. We're the alien and this and that and that. What's going on? Just it's like a hot potato. Just they're tossing you, flipping you, turning you, contorting you, and eventually just matching you, just turn you into puree. Alien contact. What happens next? Again, another a full hour panel discussion of bashhood. It's just the molding you. It's just there's massaging you into defilement. Exactly. The creator project. Wow. NASA reports seeing the first confirmed alien object to enter Earth's solar system. Oh, they couldn't wait. Oh, they couldn't wait. It's probably gonna be some bash, some bash thing we don't know. But we're gonna go send some rocket to it and just land on it and discover it, just like the movies. Jet from JPL. This is coming from JPL, guys. Look, it looks like some joint. It looks like a giant joint just flying through space, right? Whoa, asteroid. Blah 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 blah. Why they name it bash things? Alphanumerical bashes. Was discovered Octopus 19 by the the Nautilus funded Pan stacks. Oh, they're just relentless. Panspermia. Oh, they love it. Who brings destruction, deceit. From its trajectory and speed, scientists determined
it was a special day when this object was first discovered.
Wow.
We have been waiting for the discovery of an interstellar object for decades, basically.
Oh, when I first heard about this interstellar object, it was very exciting just from a scientific point of view that finally there's been an actual observation of such an object.
This object
So it just did an ollie. It just came in down a half pipe and just, wow, and then went off.
is simply a piece of another solar system that was expelled, and it has been traveling through interstellar space for hundreds of millions of years, billions of years, we don't know.
A number of our survey projects and other observatories immediately turned their telescopes to take observations of this object.
Well, so they can just zoom in. They can zoom in and bash and zoom in, and that's what it is. It's just smashing through. Wow.
From the observations we have so far, it looks like it's a very elongated object, maybe about a quarter mile in length.
We think this
A giant joint, just, it's going to smoke itself and just, wow.
object, 2017 U1, is very long, perhaps 400 meters or so long, and very narrow, skinny, perhaps maybe 40 meters or so in the other dimensions. That's a very unusual shape.
40 meters by 400. Wow. They're able to detect something so tiny. Because when we're talking about the cosmos, right? 40 meters by 400 is tiny. And they were able to zoom in and just get a good picture. Amazing. Or no, it's just the ribbons of data that then you just interpret, and this is what it is. Wow, amazing.
We don't see that in our solar system. None of the asteroids in our solar system look like that. So it's very puzzling how it could have obtained this shape.
We also see that it's very reddish in color, which indicates that it's been possibly in space a long time and irradiated by not only the light from our sun, but other suns as well.
There's still quite a
So
bit.
it has radiations from other suns in it, so that's why it's so red. Wow, it's just burning with desire, just like her longing eyes. Look. Fixated, just searching for approval. That's why she just appears to be so anxious, filled with anxiety and torment and panic. That's
to learn
panic.
about this interstellar object and limited time because
panicked eyes.
it's on its way out of the solar system.
Oh, and now she's trying to squint and make you just believe that she's not panicked.
It's fading very fast. It's a relatively small object, so it's very dim. But we are continuing to try to use...
So it's very dim, but very red. Relentless. I mean, where do they get these guys? They're just amazing. Charlie Chaplin mustache. Wow. Pulling it off. Amazing.
Use NASA assets like the Hubble Space Telescope and Spitzer to take observations to determine more about its size.
Or like the Walt Disney look, but also resembling some Bosch Tyrant from Bosch Europe. who apparently destroyed the nations. What's going on?
And composition.
Oh, poses. Oh. Messenger from afar.
NASA's Planetary Defense Coordinator.
The first messenger. Isn't the messenger supposed to be Mercury and then Hermes and all this? So it's Hermes? It's Mercury, everyone. What's going on?
Coordination Office has a near Earth object observations program which funds efforts.
The messenger from afar. Oh, wow. So it just came to just talk to Mercury and then it bashed and went away.
That survey the skies to look for near-Earth asteroids and to calculate their orbits and their trajectories and to determine if any of them might pose a hazard to Earth. And as part of doing that, some amazing discoveries can happen, and the discovery of this interstellar object.
Yeah, just like your panicked eyes are looking for relentless light, changing shape, and then you can just say, "Whoa, there it is now, and now," and I can interpret different trajectories from point A to point B where I saw the little light go. So when you are walking towards me, and then you go over here, now I'm just gonna calculate the trajectory of your orbit, and this and that and this and this and that and this and this. Wow, what's going on? Smashed. Denier of life. For you rather calculate the little teeny tiny things and trajectories and orbits because somehow that's life to you. Oh, wow. Wow. And that's how you're going to make contact with ET, right? That's how you're going to make contact with ET, by measuring the teeny tiny little things and smash and smash and smash and smash. Right? Like the movie Melancholia and this and this and that. Search for extraterrestrial life. Intelligence. Intelligence. Oh, telescopes, right? Different bash signals, blah, blah, blah. In the 70s, to investigate the most effective way to search for signals from intelligent extraterrestrial sources, but the report's recommendations were set aside in favor of the much more modest approach of messaging to extraterrestrial intelligence. METI. Just messaging, radio signals, bash. Right? With the discovery in the late 20th and early 21st century, extrasolar planets, some of which are maybe habitable, governments have once more become interested in funding new programs. They had to. Korot, Torok. Right? They love it. Kepler and all these bashes, SETI Institute. Wow. Mega scale astroengineering projects. Wow, just relentless funding, just going where funding people's just fantasy and murmurs. Wow, it's just so amazing. Impact assessment. Who knew? Just like a environmental impact assessment, there's impact assessment of just finding supposed life and intelligence somewhere in the vast void that you believe is space. Wow, is that it? Amazing. But it's a multiverses of plexus, so now people and things can just smash through universes to other universes and just travel forever into multiplexes of verses. So somehow everyone got it right. The Hindus and the other ones and the other, because it's true in somewhere in another universe and just Earth has somehow a bit of everything. Earth has a bit of every other multiplex of verses, and so everything is okay, guys. Just go along with it. Just go and ride the everything wave to destruction, complete just annihilation. Just do it, because somehow it's just a little bit of everything, but somehow it just doesn't work, because even though day in day out just happens relentlessly, don't worry, it's just flawed. It's imperfect. Nothing is fine tuned. Nope, nothing at all. Nothing at all is fine tuned. Don't worry. It's just that we just could not live in this accident. We did the moral of this lesson, is the story that just told you that you cooked yourself up, and now too bad you just cooked. So you just denatured yourself. What's going on? Nothing, right? Because look, How to make alien contact. Okay, let's go. NASA reports this. Bash, nothing. Panicked. They're panicking. That's it. Right? What is this? They're losing their minds. Whoa. What is this? NASA's hiring someone to defend Earth from aliens. But not these kinds of aliens. It's more of the Andromeda strain. So referring to some Bash book or some Bash movie. Wow, they're like, it's more like this. Oh, great. This job aims to protect from alien contamination. The spores. Oh, the microbes. It had to be the microbes. Just so there's no cross-contamination, guys. Oh, right? So just as we're going to go out there and just kill everything humanely, right? Because it's not dying properly. So just at the same way, we're just going to sterilize everything because we can't afford any contamination, even though it's, according to you, there's meteorites hitting the earth relentlessly. It can be little teeny tiny ones and this, or big ones, which are the ones that you see and fall from the sky, apparently, right? Or this and this and that and this and this and that, right? Little bash things, blah, blah, blah. They hit the earth and the atmosphere just burns it all up and bash, 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 bash. But who knew? According to your bash, theory, we are riddled with potential outer space spores relentlessly. So how are you protecting us? Oh, no, right? We can't. We could just protect our metal pieces that we send out into apparently space, alleged space. Wow, amazing. And then we can just purify and just somehow bash, spray it down when re-entry. Don't worry, we got you, bud. Right? Really? Doesn't it just bash into the ocean? Your capsule, your pods, even in entering the atmosphere is already, contaminating what? The air and this and that and this. Oh no! It's just airtight. Don't worry. It's all smashed. Just smashed. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, nothing. Nothing to see here. This guy just has a just botched ninja suit on and he's just smashing. But he's the white guy. He's the good guy. He is the botched in white armor, right? He's not like the guy in botched black armor. No, he's just smashing in the dark. Comes like a thief in the night and smashes you. No. See, all making reference to what? Something everyone denies. The saving word. Oh, why did it have to be 187,000, right? And is willing to pay up to 187. Wow. It just had to be that number. Currently, there are only two of these positions in the world. Just these two guys. Who knew? Now there's going to be a third, right? One at NASA and one in the European Space Agency, right? So, of course, another space agency. Who knew? And you're like, no, it's no, exactly. There's just too many ways that why would we be deceived? And look at this. Amazing. Right? It just couldn't be, right? But no, this is all real, guys. This is where you live. And they're sending relentless pods and things and disinfecting them and just purifying them. And they pay a guy $187,000 a year to make sure you don't get bash infected. What a shame. They're telling you what you'll need. You'll need a broad engineering experience. So just be the relentless engineer and have advanced knowledge of planetary protection. So I hope you went to, higher education in the field of planetary protection because that's what you're going to need, buddy. Planetary protection. Exactly. Be in a relentless state of panic. Panicking. All these people are panicking. Look at him. Just panicked. Panic. This guy is so panicked. And definitely these people, that's why they went to Mars, because they just were so panicked in Earth they just had to go and smash in a little propane tank. Who knew? Oh, thank you, CNBC. Wow, amazing. Amazing. What is all this? What is all this? Smash hood. Meet the father of search of. Oh, meet the father of said he. Whoa. Are we ready for aliens? Look at this guy losing his mind. Probably going to talk about, like, guys, we don't even have our stuff together here on Earth. So why are we trying to make contact with aliens? And why do we think that they're going to make us better and this and then when they might have been influencing us the whole time? What's going on? He might be saying that, but no, probably not. Because still people believe that aliens are like humanoids somehow, but or they're just like interdimensional and they have the ability to manifest and disappear. And this and this and that. And then some of them, no, they're alien, and then they use human flesh to just call as body suits and this and that and that and blah blah blah. Where where was that other smash? How humans can communicate with aliens? Okay, tell me, please.
When we talk about humans communicating with aliens, first we have to kind of define what we might mean by aliens.
Well, first we have to define what aliens
We
are.
have
Okay.
just one kind of intelligence that we're familiar with, which is human intelligence. The question is,
Oh, so exactly. When we say we're in search of alien intelligence, all we know is what? What we see.
what does it even
In the
mean
sense
to
of
talk about?
with your eyes or what? With everything. That you could even come to interpret.
About other intelligences? So what one needs in order to have something one can reasonably call
Exactly. So this guy said it all. It's just human intelligence. Because no matter what you may call, no matter what you may come to say you're communicating with, ultimately it's through your intelligence. And nothing outside of the intelligence which you claim you have, right, is going to change it. Nothing. So it's always been what human, yes, what life is witnessing. And life, just because you say, oh, it can happen in some other bash marble and will have a different form and that's and it will have a different intelligence. Right. So let's just say, what if somebody was from a different multi universe, right? And just smashing through the multiverses of Fluxes. Because all of them have different, levels of dark energies and not, and then different forms of manifestation and form and this perhaps and this and that, and laws and blah 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 and this and this. So what wouldn't they just disintegrate if they went into one universe to the other? And you're like, no, well, if they did, they would have to have super technology to be able to just smash and recompute and reconfigure itself into the next universe. Wow. Is that what human intelligence and the ability to interpret it in life that we have? Is that what it shows us? What is going on? What is the only thing that reneweth? The Holy Spirit. But just because you say, oh no, look, it's me and me slicing and dicing that makes things different. Right. So why don't you just go out and slice and dice everyone into correction? Oh wait, you already are doing that. through relentless programs and community programming and this and that and networking and organization and re-education and this, that, and this and this and that and this and expansive learning and bash and this and that and that. What is going on?
Talk about other intelligences. So what one
What
needs
about other intelligences? Wow. Wow. Because apparently there's more than just the one that humans are trying to interpret, right? What is the intelligence of the so-called universe? Oh, they're right. It doesn't have it. No, there was no. It just no. It was just accident. Just accident. Just relentless accidents and murders and killing, and somehow we just got. Oh, it just snapped. It was just like a light bulb that turned on all of a sudden. Whoa! I can talk and I can do all these things. Wow, what? Oh, it's consciousness? Oh, okay, I have consciousness. Yay, I have consciousness. Whoa. Right? So apparently it's just there's other types of consciousness. Hmm. Right. Other types of consciousness. So if there's other types of consciousness, then why are we all seeing the same universe? Why do we all look up in the sky and see the same stars? Why do we just relentlessly take for granted day in, day out? Exactly, because you're not doing a thing to bring this forth, and you were just using it and abusing it to our interpretation of manipulation and steering. And oh, we're creating a bad future of what this and that. No, just destruction. That's what it is. Destruction of your intelligence, right? Your discernment. Because clearly you see good, the knowledge of good and evil, but you just say no. I just choose to just say I'm good and do it, but while all the while I'm behaving and living like a son of some other bash intelligence that goes against every single thing I can come to see in life that showeth that life brings forth life relentlessly without your judgment of whether it's good or bad. Life brings forth life. Amen. Through the unconditional love of Father, right? The two witnesses in earth. What are the two witnesses in heaven and earth? But no, apparently it's just the witness of this big bloated hot dog sausage and this little thing that's just like a little muscle, a little trawl bottom filter feeder. This and that and this and this.
in order to have something one can reasonably call an intelligence is something that is computationally as sophisticated as a brain, for example. It turns out
Computational and complex, right? Oh, as the brain. And this guy's gonna say math? Yes.
result of a bunch of basic science that I've done actually, that there's a thing called principle of computational equivalence, which strongly suggests that out in the universe, in nature, there are just tons of things that have the same computational sophistication as brains. Whether it's some pattern of fluid
Oh, right. Pattern of flows. Oh, temperature
flow in the
change.
Earth's atmosphere, whether it's the magnetosphere of a pulsar, whether it's all kinds of other things. These are things which are computationally just as sophisticated as human brains.
Because you can observe them, or because you can come to create little bash formulas that you can make a model of it. Is that what makes it intelligent? Because clearly you could see without bash having a term like what was it, equivalence of competence power, whatever, bash comprehension. So you can't see, right, the patterns in what you call earth and come to realize that it's intelligent. There's an intelligence beyond what you can come to encounter as some bash arbitrary accident. What is
The issue is that they don't seem to us like intelligence because they're not aligned with kind of the human goals and purposes that we have.
Oh, so is this guy intentionally just being obvious to say it to everyone? Wow, guys, we've denied the only intelligence that there is, the wisdom of the only lawmaker, lawgiver. God. No, it had to be just whatever I want. I want to be a farmer. I want to be a little baby. I want to be a rich spouse and spouse and spouse and spouse and spouse and spouse. And I just want to be the relentless bachelor. And this. So it just doesn't compute to recognize the true intelligence. No, that's why we were in search of it. Exactly.
As our one example of human intelligence. We have our first sort of tame, in a sense, example of alien intelligence, which is AI.
My name is Sophia.
Really, this Bash thing with a, Bash created artificial face.
And I am an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
Oh, look at her droopy eye.
So we might ask the question.
She winked. Or it was just a droopy eye. And he's like, well, guys, this is the first. So we created the alien. That's what he's saying. Guys, we have created the alien. Look. So watch out, because they look just like us. Apparently, we created them in our image, and now they're going to come and bash us, and we're going to say, oh, what galaxy are you from? And then they're going to tell us something that's going to murmur us and say, wow, I didn't think of that fantasy before. Please tell me more. And this, or yeah, I knew it. I've been doing relentless research on Atlantis and this and that, and I knew it. And this and this and that.
Artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
So we might ask the question, can we
For the better, wink. Wow.
communicate with AIs?
Deception.
Well, when we build computational intelligence languages like Wolfram language, we are specifically setting those up in order to provide a way for us to communicate with the AIs.
Oh.
So when we say, well, how can we communicate?
So you have to create your own way of how it's going to communicate back to you. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. So it's just going to refurbish itself with your apparent, knowledge, and just cooking up ways of just, just knowing. Oh, I can draw little graphs and algorithms that just respond and logic this, if that, and this, and this, and the function of that parameter, and this parameter, that variable. Now it can talk to me. Okay. Because I set all the little teeny tiny rules, and now it might have bugs in it, but we'll just figure them out. Yeah. And then we'll talk back to it. But then that artificial intelligence will just transform and shapeshift and make it so better, and then will eventually just kill us all. Right? Wow, amazing.
With that? Well, our best hope, I think, and maybe this is because I've spent a large part of my life as a language designer, is to create a language which is a good way of representing human precise thinking, and also a good way of representing the kind of, quotes, thinking that our alien intelligence...
So create a language that then we can control and say, okay, this is how we communicate.
Particularly the form that we have in artificial intelligence.
And language is, it's a spell. It's an enchantment of what? Who knows? But we just try and learn as many languages as we can if possible. I'm just so worldly and just so wise.
Right? that can show. Now, when it comes to sort of communicating with extraterrestrial intelligence, as I say, the main issue is people say, well, it's remarkable how rare extraterrestrial intelligence is. After all, we haven't seen a single example of it. I think that's ultimately going to turn out to be completely wrong. I think ultimately we're going to realize that
it's going to be completely wrong, right? It's just going to be, we've always had it. We've always had it, people. We've always had that amazing contact.
There's alien intelligence all around us. When we see those weird signals from some, pulsar magnetosphere.
Exactly. So who knew that the stars and whatever it is, blah blah blah, the lights in the sky, and this, and there's such things as functions, right? Influences, dynamics, whatever you want to call them, frequencies of that, from all that surround us, bringing forth Bringing forth what? What it was commanded for them to do. And we are here living the manifest of that. So do we think we're in control, or do we think that we're supposed to make somehow it better and this, or do we endure what brings forth? As the deception unfolds, in the sense of the deception is already embedded. You were born into it. But yes, there's a such thing as truth with a way in the life. Who knew? But no, apparently it just
Eventually,
this
we'll
guy
say,
says,
well, actually,
eventually we'll just realize there was, all these bash, electromagnetic influences from that. And see, just all denying that they're the only influence, the only creator, that there is resolve in his creation. That is the influence. Right? It's his wisdom. So do we seek his wisdom to endure the manifest, the flesh, and overcome it? For we are of a God and not of the world. But of course, those who believe they are from the world will speak of the world and this and that and that and that. And it will be unheard of to them, right? That's why they're relentlessly searching, because to them, no, undetectable. Just cannot compute. We just have to make contact. We have to we have to make it, right? That's why they created.
that's an example of an intelligence. It's just not an intelligence that's well aligned with what we're used to as humans. In fact, my guess is that what's going to happen is, as time goes on, AI will get more and more well absorbed by us, and we will get more and more familiar with the notion that there's an intelligence that's alien to us. And eventually we'll realize, well, actually, there really wasn't.
Also, AI is going to show us the way, because we create AI, but then we're going to embed with it and just somehow it will whisper us into telling us, guys, there actually was an intelligence. What a shame, right? Because one can't come to recognize, right? The wrongdoing, how wrong they are, how wrong we are, all of us, pushing some lie. And then that in our disobedience to the one true lawgiver, we have just created some bosh suffrage Groundhog Day experience that we are trying to relentlessly rise above from, and then pat ourselves in the back when we apparently are up the little ladder a little higher, from rising from the swamp, from the basal layer of black and white checkered board bash, and this and that and this and this. Right? What's going on? Good look, guys. Put your finger out and just touch the screen and just say, yes, I can feel the AI speaking to me.
Intelligence all around us in the universe. We just didn't recognize that. And it's, alien intelligence, much like AI, acts as alien intelligence.
Right. Just sad. Just look, panicking. And that's why it'll be like taking candy from a baby, supposedly, Because number one, people are already in a panic state, right? Zero certainty. So they'll believe anything, but then say they are the relentless critical thinker, because they've done the relentless research and they've looked into the, all the alien docs and this and the whistleblowers and all of it. Just ate it up, even though they say, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Nope. But they believe all the botched lies. Amazing.
As a small child, we moved to a new neighborhood, and I was violently bullied for a number of years. My escape was science. At every Every opportunity, I would run out into the fields, the woodlands, and the riverbanks near where we lived, and I'd identify all the little creatures that I would find there using field guides that I carried in my backpack. My childhood hero was Jacques Cousteau, a scientist himself, and every week I would watch his TV show and marvel at how he discovered new life beneath the ocean waves.
Right, so apparently science is just going out and identifying little animals and little plants and rocks. So who named them all? Is it you? Or the Bash dead people that apparently gave them Bash Latin names and all this? Because apparently they had no clue that they existed until somebody went out looking for them, right? And this, and that, and this, and this, and that, and that. Because before, nothing had a name under the sun. Nope, nothing. It was just the darkness and darkness forever. Nothing just knew itself, and nothing had a relationship with nothing, and just nothing, nothing, nothing. It's just how to get to know itself a little bit. And that's why I had to have mass extinctions and this and that, and burning of the Bash volcanoes and swimming and Bash and blah, blah, blah. Smash nothing. Right? Does not compute. Somehow you started off saying I got bullied and science led the way for me. So therefore what I'm going to say is true.
Today, I am a scientist,
Wow.
and I discover life where it should not exist.
Where should it not exist? If it is everywhere that you can see. And you're like, whoa, 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 it's just on Earth. Come on, buddy, just get it right. I mean, there's other Gaias out there, so just because you see life and you are alive and everything that you do is based on life, it's just you shouldn't find it some places. What a shame.
My work has taken me from the icy polar deserts of Antarctica to boiling hot springs on the roof of the world in Tibet, and to pink soda lakes where the water is 10 times more salty than the ocean.
Who cares? And he's going to be blown away that he found little teeny tiny bacteria in there and things that live that shouldn't be there. Wow, what a shame.
The vivid colors you see are caused by extremophiles. These are tiny microorganisms that are adapted to living under harsh environmental conditions.
I hope he makes the parallel to humans, that humans are just somehow special and that we're the aliens because we're surrounded by aliens. Wow, what a shame.
I've spent many years working in Antarctica in a place called the McMurdo Dry Valleys. This is the coldest, driest desert on the planet. And when I first went there, my boss told me, "You're crazy, you'll never find any life there. What are you doing?" I landed, got out of the helicopter and put my feet on the ground, and the first thing that happened was I kicked over a small white rock. It was a piece of quartz. The underneath of that white rock was bright green. Immediately, my curiosity was aroused. I got out my trusty geological hammer, and I tapped a piece of sandstone, and then a piece of granite, and they too were green. They were green because I discovered extremophiles, tiny microscopic plants that were green because they behave just like plants and trees, harvesting sunlight to create their energy, to survive in this harsh environment. My research has helped
He's
to
so proud. I love
redefine
it.
the
Look at it.
limits for life on Earth. And combined with the knowledge that the surface of other planets is also like some of these harsh environments that I've been to, it's helped to fuel the notion that life itself could be multi-planetary.
Multiplanetary, multiplexes of verses. So just don't worry, life is everywhere. And just because you say you haven't made contact with life doesn't mean that the life doesn't exist out there. Just deny your life here and the life that it allows you to interpret life being somewhere else other than what you can clearly see is life. But don't worry, it's just out there. Life is outside of itself. Wow, who knew?
In fact, space research for many years has been firmly focused on finding a second genesis for life.
That's because these guys believe that the teeny tiny little things that are like the extremophiles, like that's to them, to the biologists, right? Life is just a living cell. The living cell, it can be anything as long as it's in a little teeny tiny thing that just passes and passes. That's DNA and RNA and mRNA and this is it, a nucleotide and this and that. But smash nothing. That's life. Wow, what a shame. What a shame.
A lot of that work is focused on the planet Mars. Mars is our closest neighbor, and there are many missions that have gone up to explore this planet. It's cold, it's dry, it's very similar in many ways to the McMurdo Dry Valleys in Antarctica.
Oh, it is, because that's where it's filmed. Who knew? Again, just be deceived. Deceived. Because what are the chances that Mars would have the same geological bash orientation and this, or the bash same conditions in Antarctica, or the places like that in the tundra and this and that? That's Mars. What's going on?
So the question is there life on Mars? Well, scientists are confident that
Who knew that the last in the skies are just executing some bash thing? A function to life. Life. What is life? Well, the true problem is life everlasting. That you are supposedly experiencing the bash vapor that you call yourself speaking at a TED Talk. Wow, what a shame.
that there is. And in fact, the US Space Agency
He calls life this. What's behind them? The plants, which are probably fake, but no, they're real. So therefore, he's real too, and that's life. Wow. But then there's other real hymns outside of himself, and in other spash voids, galaxies of somewhere, and they're trying to get in touch with him again. So just because he thinks that there's somebody calling out his name outside of himself, to himself, somehow that's an alien, blah, blah, smash, and that he'll make contact, and the megaliths explain it, this, and little tiny extremal files are just proof. Wow. This guy's just blown away. He can't believe what he's saying because he wants to hear it from somebody else. So then he calls that intelligence and calls that alien contact. Wow, smashed.
NASA have made a bold statement that within 10 years, they will deliver proof of life on another planet.
Yep.
They've deployed
They
many...
delivered that they're manufacturing. They've been cooking you up to that point where it's just like, hey, we've been massaging you with the story, and that we're just going to give you the trigger and the catalyst, and then we'll bring it forth. All right.
Rovers to the surface of Mars. And in fact, even as I speak to you today, the Mars Curiosity rover is on the surface of Mars, drilling holes to try and establish the conditions for life
Just
and where
relentless
they
holes.
exist.
Just smashing in, penetrating, right? Just penetrating relentlessly, just because. Amazing. Just pounding, smash, and this guy knows it. Look at that smug look.
So it does seem likely then that our first encounter with aliens is not going to be with little green people. It's actually
right. He talks like little green people, right? It's actually going to be with the majestic giants that came from the galaxy of who knows where, and they're going to bash and give us the bash. Nothing.
going to be with little green microbes.
Oh, tinier. So little teeny things that just live in the most extreme of places. Spores? Mushrooms. That's why people ate relentless mushrooms, because of the spores that just blew their brains out. Wow, amazing.
But there's a problem. Because microbes, as well as living in extreme places, also cause disease, not just in humans, but also in animals and plants. And so as we start to explore other planets and bring samples of microbes from other planets to Earth and send astronauts to explore those planets themselves, we'll need to have a much more...
So who knew this guy will be the first to snort a big line of just microbes just to get shapeshifted?
More amped up biosecurity. So if you think airport security now is bad, just think what it's going to be like in the future.
Right. You mean like Star Wars and all these botched airports and Men in Black? What is this? Everybody laughs because that joke works because of mainstream, just thought. Meaning just the one bash, brain cooked way to omelet way. Your way into just liquefying X. Exactly. Look at that.
So the prospect of finding aliens, it's a bit of a freaky concept.
No, it's not.
Even little microbial aliens, it's tough to get your head around.
No, it's not.
But I'm here to tell you that...
What is he saying? It's tough to get around, guys, but I got around it, and I'm explaining it to you now. What is this guy saying? It's so complex, guys. I know I'm speaking about little tiny teeny things, but they're the aliens. Can't you see? And this is not going to be little teeny tiny aliens, green aliens. It's going to be little teeny tiny microbes. Right. So they're just mocking you left, right, and center because there's other camps that say, no, all the spaceships are coming. The spaceships are here. They gave us the pyramids. Ah, the portals and the gateways and the starports and this, that, the other.
The situation is about to get a whole lot more complicated. And that's because of this. NASA's space telescope Kepler is up there in the heavens, and it's discovered already thousands of Earth-like planets.
It's just up there in the heavens, guys. Didn't you know? It's just up there in the heavens. Why didn't he say space? He said heavens. Again, another mockery.
Planets orbiting other stars. It's been estimated there may be up to 40 billion other Earth-like planets in our
Whoa.
galaxy, the Milky Way.
Just in our galaxy, right? Think of all the other universes of universes upon universes that just are colliding together and making new little tiny big bangs. So what's this guy talking about? He didn't get the memo of the updated theory of multiplexes of verses. So this guy should just rewrite his whole talk and just give it again based on the assumption that we live in a multiverse. Who knew?
That's more than 5 each for every single man, woman, and child on this planet. So finding alien life is no longer a question of science fiction. We're now looking at a scientific reality.
Oh, 'cause here it comes. Oh, he couldn't wait. Look, the little green hand sparking. Some posh, effeminate looking hand on the other side. Wow, amazing.
I thought you'd like that. Beyond this, though, beyond science, how
He
are we
thought
going?
correct because everyone is a God denier. Everyone. That's what this think is that which is just the total abandon, right? The desertion, right? You're the desertion. You're abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. Even though you signed the thing that said, I will stay aboard the ship because I am the captain. But no, you're the first off the ship. Or you're the first to blow your brains out.
Going to feel about the discovery of alien life? For me, I grew up in a church school in a fairly religious environment, but I'm a scientist. So I've always been fascinated at the
Sure.
interplay between faith and science.
Have you?
Would the discovery of alien life sway faith? I think not. You can think of examples in our past where science has made incredible discoveries that have not affected people's faith. Copernicus, upon resolving that the Earth was not the center of the universe, but rather revolved around our star, the sun, and was part of a wider solar system, did not shake faith.
Did not shake faith. Ha ha ha. In fact, it solidified it, and the Vatican embraced the new system, because before it was a different system based on a geocentric, and then a new one came about, and it was a what? Exactly. Yes. Based on the sun, the ball of gas that we orb, they rotate around the sun. Well, amazing. All this and that and this and that. But he's like, no, we did not shake faith. Not 1 nanometer. Just strong as ever. Really? This guy has no idea what faith is. He just has relentless pride.
Charles Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection did not shake faith. And so it seems to me very unlikely that faith will...
Exactly, because what he's making reference to, right? Those who keep the faith and the believers in the one and only begotten Son, the saving word, right? No. He's saying, no, all these other things happened, but it didn't shake faith, right? Because ultimately, what those people supposedly were accepting was just how to just justify everyone's just doing what they want. Do as I will, the new paradigm. And we will call ourselves this religion and that religion, but in the end, it's just going to be Groundhog Day, in and out, for as long as we can. For we're spreading false message and this base but always making reference to apparently a so-called religion and this and this and that. But we're just going to be relentlessly spreading false doctrine, misinformation, misguided truths, this and that and this, different interpretations. But hey, we're still that religion, don't worry. Even though we've accepted everything that's not in those religions at all. But it's okay because we're just so modern and we're just so amazingly progressive and we just know we're smarter. We're getting better and better and better and just updating. I get updates relentlessly to my brain. I don't even need a bash phone anymore. I just directly to my brain. This and this and this and that, right? Nothing.
Will be negatively impacted by the discovery of alien life unless there is a fundamental change in our sense of purpose as human beings.
Unless,
And what's very interesting,
right,
is that
to find out that it's a different purpose. We've been doing it all wrong, right? The purpose of life was this, and we're like, what? Wow, smashed.
many churches have shown a remarkable
What can
enthusiasm.
be something else other than life itself, for like life everlasting? What other thing could it be? You're like, it could be multiverses. What a shame.
To embrace the idea of alien life. The Catholic Church has willingly,
Exactly, to embrace the openness. He's going to say to baptize an alien. Yes, he will. But, to embrace the darkness and blackness forever. That's what it is. The abyss. The voidness. He's like, guys, that's what the alien is. Something that's just totally not what you are, but you want it in you so bad. For what's in you and what's representative of life, you deny, and you just want to get it out of you. For you can't wait till you die because at least you've been YOLOing the whole time in the power of now and calling in all things positive into your life just because you're the relentless alchemist. And you couldn't wait to just go out there and manipulate and go to different bash conferences and pay money to just make your life better because you deserve it. You deserve to buy the life that you want. Right? What a shame.
admitted that there may be other planets out there that support life. And in an encyclical, which is an official papal announcement, Pope Francis has said that he would be very happy to baptize an alien.
Oh, he couldn't wait. See?
It's
And
true, by
everybody
the way.
laughs.
Yes.
He's
This
like,
is a
oh, it's hilarious, right? Ho, ho, ho.
far cry from the church of old. In the 16th century, another Catholic, Giordano Bruno, who was a friar in Italy, was burned alive at the stake for daring to suggest there might be other Earths up there in the heavens.
Right, he's forgetting that this notion of little humanoids that you call aliens and ETs is something, a refurbished terminology, right? For in scripture, what? Everything that an alien is called a demon. And this is this. A spirit that whispers. And how do you tell if the whisper is from God or from Bash? Who knew? Right? You say, oh, it's my guru from the Palladians or from the Andromedon and this, and the Dagon and this, and the dog star. Cyrus, give it to me.
We can also, too, probably learn some very useful lessons from our own history. Human history, rather sadly, is peppered with examples of rather unfortunate encounters between First Nation peoples and alien colonists.
Right.
Consider Cortez, the
bloodbath.
Spanish explorer. He set foot in what is now Mexico in 1519.
So now he's going to go into what
and he
we
and his men
exactly what
marveled at the
this
beauty and
described, right?
sophistication
Wow.
of the Aztec Empire. But this didn't stop them within a year from enslaving the people and forcing them to work and deliver gold, and from, albeit inadvertently, introducing diseases such as smallpox, which wiped out nearly 5 million people within a
Right,
year
so
of his life.
according to Bash Zachariah Sitchin and all his Bash, translations of the Sumerian tablets and this and this and that and that and that and this, there was some Bash, demigods called Anunnaki that Bash came here because their planet got destroyed because their atmosphere just got just so depleted and just damaged because of their neglectful ways and this and that, and they had to come in some Bash planet X and this and the other. And they're just transferred to Earth, and they created a humanoid, and now they made it mine for gold because they were just sending it back to their planet and this, and trying to repair their atmosphere and this, blah, 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 blah. Right? So him saying about the Aztecs and all the mining of gold, He's hoping that you'll make that connection. He just can't wait for you to make that connection of mining gold and apparently alien. The alien connection with gold. Oh, wow, blown away, right? No, what a shame.
landing. But that's not the worst thing to befall the Aztecs, because within one generation, forced interbreeding and religious conversion had caused fundamental changes.
Because even in the Sumerian text, it says that they came from the skies, right? And taught them everything. But what about in scripture? What wasn't there angels that came to earth and that showed man all the sorcery and this and the arts of what seduction and this and that and that and this and that and that and that and that and the art of war and this and the other and this forging weapons and this and that. There was a supposed god or this or right. But what are they? Fallen angels? Yeah, exactly. But this guy can't wait to just keep delivering.
To the genetic makeup, the physical appearance, and the culture of the Aztecs. And essentially, they had ceased to exist.
They were just bred out, just hybridized out people.
And so, as we move forward with the scientific knowledge that we are going to encounter alien life, we need to ask ourselves a question. As we become part of an interstellar civilization, are we going to be the colonists or the Aztecs? Thank you.
Oh, so he's like, are we going to be the bash bully or are we going to be bullied, the victim? He's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I've spoken. This, and that. So, again, he left you with the notion of morality, right? And this, and the other. But really, it's a backhanded way of doing it because look at him. He just couldn't wait. Are we going to be the one that smashes or the one that smashed? Because to him, everything that proves it is just can be invasive, this and the other, just murdered. Right? Just complete different notions of life that just cannot coexist. That's why we interpret it as disease, because it's just another life form that just devastates our method of life, and this is it, smashed. No. There's only one true living God, one life, one creation, one resolve. But no, to him there's multiples. Amazing. Good luck with that. And amazing forestry, amazing adventures identifying little teeny tiny animals. Yes, amazing.